You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven.
Okay, it's Saturday. That means we're off to another wedding, and we're actually going to a different venue this time. And I've never actually played at this venue. Now, I have come and done a site visit at this particular venue, but it used to be a Catholic church, and it was a Catholic church from like the late 1800s, I believe, all the way maybe up to the 1970s. And then it was a Methodist church, and then just a couple years ago, the Methodist church moved out, and then they went ahead and made it an event venue. And we're going to be doing the ceremony and the reception in what used to be the sanctuary. And like I said, I was down here just a couple weeks ago to meet with the bride and the venue manager, and they showed me around. It's a really, really nice facility. I mean, you can definitely tell that it used to be a church. And the way this is going to work is we're going to be setting up for the ceremony, and then as soon as the ceremony's over with, everybody's going to go to a room downstairs. And I think they're going to have like hors d'oeuvres and that kind of thing. I think that's really where they're going to have the cocktail hour. And then during that time, they're going to be transforming the upstairs room into the reception, and everybody's going to come up into the back upstairs, and we're going to have the reception, all that good stuff. So we'll get the party started then. So anyway, that's how that's going to work. So anyway, it's 12:40 right now. The ceremony is supposed to start at 3:30, so I like to get there early. I'm gonna get there plenty of time to get there and get set up, get freshened up, and all that kind of stuff. I usually like to have a little bit of downtime before the ceremony starts. So not really much more to say than that. So I'll talk to you once we get there and once we get set up. Okay, so it's now 3 o'clock and I'm here and set up, just got dressed and everything. So I'm gonna show you around the room here real quick. Like I said, it's set up right now for the ceremony. So you see, I'm standing up here where the bride and groom will be. You see guests are already starting to come in. They're just kind of socializing there in the back. But this is where the reception will be here a little bit later on too. Like I said, what they're gonna be doing is once the ceremony's over with, they're gonna move everybody downstairs and they'll transform this into the reception with tables and everything. But anyway, here's where they're getting married. I've got uplighting around the room, but I don't have it turned on just yet. But you can see this used to be a church. I think it'd been neat to have been here when this was a church. This was built back in 1800s. You see the stained glass here. It's a beautiful facility. Like I said, it was actually a Catholic church to begin with. It used to be called the Sacred Heart Catholic Church, and then they moved, like I said, I think in the early 1970s, it was a Methodist church after that, and then a couple years ago it was a reception venue. That's what they turned it into, so that's what it is now. So it's no longer a functioning church, it's simply just a reception venue. But really, it's beautiful, I love it. So yeah, so you can see I got some of my up lights around the room. And like I said, we'll be turning those on for the reception. But anyway, here's my ceremony, or my setup tonight. And we're set up here, we're gonna stay there all night. And this will be the dance floor area later on. So anyway, I'm gonna go on and just get me a drink and just sit back and relax, and we'll be getting things started here in a little bit. Okay, and right now they're doing the room flip. The ceremony's now over with. So, see these guys here hard at work. I'm thinking I might need to hire them. They're doing a good job on that. They're getting this room switched out pretty fast. Maybe I need to hire them to come start setting up my DJ equipment for me and breaking it down. That'd be good. I'd have it taken down in no time and set up in no time. Okay, so here's what the room looks like now that they've done the conversion, or the flip, I guess is what they called it. So you can see that they've gotten everything ready. We're getting ready to start letting guests back up here in just a second. So as I mentioned before, everybody's downstairs right now and having some hors d'oeuvres and some refreshments and that sort of thing. And they're going to come back up here in a little bit. We're going to get things started here in just a little bit with the reception. So, yeah, pretty neat though. They had several guys that came in here and converted this place. They had this place converted within just a few minutes. So they definitely know what they're doing, that's for sure. Okay, dinner's underway right now. It's about 6:05. So what I'm doing is I'm just calling tables. There's 13 tables total, so I'm calling it like 2 at a time. So that's how we're doing that, just so we don't have a mad rush up there for the buffet table. So good way to do that.
Fantastic. All right, guys. My name is Chandler. Charlie is my best friend and one of the best men I have ever known. He has put up with me for a long time, and I've put up with a lot of his terrible music choices. He started out with heavy metal, and that was the only thing he would listen to for any situation ever. And it eventually moved to the point where we're screaming actually, These Words My Own by Natasha Bedingfield.
My name is Hannah. For those of you who don't know me, Lauren and I have been best friends for the last 16 years. I'm her maid of honor, so that's me. So that being said, I've had 16 years to think about what to say during this speech. Honestly, I think I could have had 100 years to write it. I can't look at you. I think I could have had 100 years to write it, and that still would not have been nearly enough time to put into words how grateful I am for the friendship that we've shared. Way too early in the speech for me to be crying, guys.
Hello, everybody. For those of you who don't know, I'm Charlie's father. And I want to say one thing that's really nice is there's so many friends and family from both sides of the family that travel so far from all corners of the country to celebrate this day with you two. And that means something. So I know that I speak for Julie as well when I say we couldn't be more pleased with who Charlie's chosen for his bride. Lauren, welcome to our family. Individually, these two are good people, and together they make a great couple. And you can tell that by the way people are just drawn to them. People want to hang out and be around them, and that really is a special thing. So here's to many more prosperous, happy, healthy moments and months and years ahead. Congratulations.
Don't look at me. So good evening. A warm welcome. For those who don't know me, and I've tried to meet as many people as possible, I'm Peter Pullman. I am the father of the bride. Please welcome my wonderful, beautiful wife, Sue, the mother of the bride. I welcome everybody here in attendance. For most of you, this is the destination wedding. Welcome to the Florida Panhandle to celebrate this new family. We are honored to have you here. And I'd like to thank Ron and Julie last night for a wonderful celebration for a pre-game and our rehearsal dinner. It was full of a lot of fun, laughs, and meeting a lot of people.
Where we are now. Just now we got to hear from Charlie's dad and my dad. And in a few minutes, I'll dance with my dad and Charlie will dance with his mom, and we're really excited. But there's no traditional place in a wedding for the mother of the bride to be honored. So, I'm sorry to my single ladies, but tonight, in lieu of a bouquet toss, I'm going to be dedicating my bouquet to my mom, Sue Pullman. My mom dedicated her life to raising my sisters and I. She supported me in all of my crazy ambitions throughout my life and always pushed me to be a better version of myself. As I become a wife and hopefully someday a mother, I look up to you for inspiration and guidance as someone who has created the most beautiful life for her family. And not to mention, she is the life of the party. Keep an eye out for her on the dance floor tonight.
Okay, so we'll let everybody kind of enjoy the cake right now. I'm playing a couple songs, and then we'll get into spotlight dances here in just a minute. So, it's going great.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's our father bride dance.
the fake leave. Now, again, if you don't know what a fake leave is, basically we're pretending like the reception's over with, but it's not. Everybody's going to move outside and form two lines like it's the end of the reception where the bride and groom are going off for their honeymoon. But again, we're doing that just for photography reasons. But still, it never fails. Whenever I do this at some receptions, people will think, oh, wait a minute, the reception's over with? But no, it's not over yet. We're supposed to go till 10 tonight. So anyway, we still got a little less than an hour left. So you can see everybody moving outside, getting ready to go and do the fake leave. But anyway, I'm standing here at the dance floor. Let me show you around what it looks like. There's our up lighting over there, my battery powered up lights I've got there on the stage. And there's my setup again. And here's a look around the room while everybody's heading out, okay?
How low can you go? Can you bring it to the top? Bring it up to the other side.
Okay, so it's now 9:45. We got about 15 more minutes left, so this has been a great reception. Really a great crowd. Wind it down now. It's almost 10 o'clock. We're getting ready to do the bride and groom's final dance. Okay, that's it. It's over. We're going to start breaking down here. We've got our final wrap coming up next. Okay, so it's now just after 8 o'clock p.m. on Monday evening, and I'm just here in the Oval Office. I wanted to do the final wrap for the wedding gig log that you just saw, which of course took place 2 days ago on Saturday. Now let's talk real quickly about that venue. I mentioned this in the intro, but that used to be a church, as you probably could tell. It was actually called the Sacred Heart Cathedral, and it was, I think, a functioning church as a cathedral from about the late 1800s all the way up to about maybe the 1960s or 70s. I'm not really sure when, but then it was a couple of other churches after that, and then a couple years ago they went ahead and made it into an event venue. And of course we had the ceremony and reception right there in what used to be the sanctuary. You probably noticed that with the stained glass windows and stuff, but it was really a pretty venue, a really nice venue, and I enjoyed it. And you know what, we had a great ceremony and reception. Now one thing I do want to mention is that Charlie and Lauren's friends and family, boy, they knew how to party and they knew how to make some noise. And what I'm talking about is, for instance, during the ceremony, or I should say right after the ceremony when it concluded, you know, everybody always claps, you know, and you know, when the bride and groom walk back up the aisle. Well, this group, they decided to clap and cheer when the bride and groom walked up the aisle, and then after each bridesmaid and groomsman, after they walked up the aisle too, and then even when the pastor, when he walked back up the aisle at the end of the ceremony, they were all cheering and hollering, you know, and you know, cheering him on and stuff. So it was really a fun event. I'd never really quite seen that before, but they were definitely a group that was you know, going to be at a party, and I could tell right then that that was going to be a great reception. They were going to be a group that was going to be out there having a good time, and they were. I mean, during the reception, I had a lot of them coming up to me making requests, and you know, Charlie and Lauren were just a wonderful bride and groom to work with. I had actually met them at the wedding show that we did back in January, the Coastal Weddings Expo, and their friends and family were just really wonderful. Everybody there was just so nice, and I just really enjoyed having the chance to spend the evening with them. Just a very, very enjoyable evening, and these are the type of weddings that we like and the types of brides and grooms that we like. So anyway, we wish Charlie and Lauren well, and hopefully we'll get to do another event for them. I would gladly come back and do another event for them and their family. They were all just wonderful, so we look forward to seeing them again in the future. Alrighty, that's where we're going to leave this, so until next time, practice and enjoy.
There are no words left to speak, but if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.